The film begins with a heartbreaking tragedy. Eve Macaro's father, Javier, a long-standing member of the Roska Roma clan, is brutally killed in a vicious attack by a ruthless rival group. Years earlier, the same group had abducted Eve's sister, and now they'd come for Eve too. But Javier wasn't about to let that happen. He fought till his last breath, giving his life to protect his daughter. This rival clan is completely devoid of morality. They seek only power, destruction, and domination. But Javier's clan was different. They believed in protecting the innocent and only killing those who posed a threat. They were warriors, not murderers. The only clue Eve has about her father's killer is a strange symbol tattooed on the man's hand. After her father's death, Eve is taken in by Winston Scott, the manager of the Continental Hotel, and handed over to a mysterious woman known only as the director. That's where her brutal training begins, a deadly fusion of ballet and combat, turning pain into precision. Years go by, and Eve transforms into a lethal assassin known as Kikimora. But what truly sets her apart isn't just her skills. It's her past, and her burning need for revenge. During this time, Eve meets John Wick for the first time. She asks him how she can escape this place. John replies bitterly, "The door here is always open. It depends on whether you leave before killing people or stay." After 12 years of training, Eve takes on her first mission, protecting the daughter of a powerful man. That man, fearing threats from his rivals, requests protection from the Roska Roma clan. Eve arrives at the daughter's location and finds a group of professional assassins surrounding her, trying to kidnap her. After a fierce battle with the killers, Eve manages to bring the girl to a safe place. Over the next 2 months, she carries out many protection assignments for different people. Until one day during a fight, she notices the same symbol on the hand of one of the criminals. The very same mark that was on her father's killer. She shows the symbol to her clan leader and asks if he recognizes the rival group. But he only warns her, "You need to stay away from that clan. They are killers without any limits. Years ago we made a pact with them, no more interference in each other's affairs." Eve outwardly agrees, but secretly she pursues the truth. To find more information about that clan, Eve turns to Winston Scott, the owner of the New York Continental Hotel. Winston warns her, "This clan doesn't just kill for money, they also commit crimes for fun. You better stay away from them." However, Winston tells her that one of the clan members named Daniel Pine, bearing the same mark, is staying at one of their monitored hotels. Eve quickly makes her way to that hotel and books a room right next to Daniel's. That night, Eve sneaks into Daniel's room through the window, but instead of Daniel, she encounters his daughter, Ella. Ella anxiously pleads, "Please, don't get involved with my dad. Daniel left that clan and wants to keep me away from them." Now, the clan has ordered Daniel's assassination and plans to take his daughter with them. Realizing the situation reminds Eve of her own father's fate, she decides to help Daniel against the assassins. A fierce fight breaks out. Daniel is wounded, Eve is hit in the head, and the assassins abduct Ella. But they still want to find out who the girl helping Daniel was. Eve then heads to a gun shop and shows the clan's mark on her hand to the owner. He says he doesn't know much about them but shows Eve the weapons in the shop. At that moment the assassins arrive again, but this time Eve is in a weapons store. With incredible skill she takes them down one by one in an explosive, adrenaline-filled scene. The shop owner, seeing his shop wrecked, nervously gives Eve the address of the assassin's hideout. On her way, the leader of the Kikimora clan calls Eve with a serious warning. "If you go after them, you're directly defying my orders. Your actions could destroy the pact between the two clans, and just because of your personal revenge, everything could fall apart." But Eve, furious and determined, cuts the call without hesitation and continues on her way. She arrives at a strange area, filled with suspicious and mysterious people. She first enters a cafe, but before she can even sit down, the assassins find her. A fierce battle breaks out. It seems like the entire area is full of killers because everyone who shows up tries to stop Eve, and they succeed in capturing her. When they see the tattoo on Eve's body, they realize she's a member of the Roska Roma clan. Now, the chieftain of that clan wants to confront Eve. The man, looking heavily at Eve, says, You dragged your clan into this mess and broke the pact between the two groups. But Eve responds with fiery eyes. You killed my father years ago. I came for revenge, not for Ruska Roma. This is personal. The chieftain finally realizes who Eve really is and goes to his assistant saying, This girl is your sister, and she's here for revenge for your father's death. Eve escapes from them again, and now her sister goes after her. Her sister explains, Our mother and father were also members of this clan. You and I were born here, but our father wanted to leave the clan. Because of his betrayal, they killed our mother. The chieftain wanted to bring you back home, but father wouldn't allow it. Killing is in our blood, and part of our nature. Even you, who wanted to live differently, have become a killer. Eve replies, I want revenge for my father, and I'm different from you. At that moment, the chieftain orders his men to kill them both. The assassins throw grenades and kill Eve's sister, but Eve manages to escape from there. The chieftain calls the Kikimora leader and says, Because of what Eve did, I will destroy your entire clan. The Kikimora leader replies, I'll send someone there to capture Eve and put an end to this. The chieftain agrees and says, If you can't catch Eve by midnight, you must accept the consequences of her attack. The Kikimora leader sends John Wick to bring Eve back. John Wick tells Eve, The choice is yours, either come back, or I will kill you. Eve answers, I won't return until I kill my father's murderer. Midnight is approaching, but John Wick still hasn't managed to bring Eve back. Eve continues on her own path, and seeing that John Wick failed, the chieftain announces to the entire town that Eve must be killed. Now everyone in the town is hunting Eve to kill her. Eve enters an armory and uses the weapons there to take down many of these assassins. This is when John Wick comes to her aid. The chieftain puts Ela in his car and tries to escape, but Eve shoots the driver and kills him. The chieftain gets out of the car and tells Eve, Becoming an assassin is the destiny of some people. Even if you kill me, this village will remain. The children here will grow up and continue our path. This is your and Ela's destiny. Why fight this truth? Eve shoots the chieftain and kills him. The Kikimora leader calls John Wick and learns that instead of Eve being killed, the chieftain is dead. Eve reunites Ella with her father. Eve is now a marked woman, with a $5 million bounty on her head. While watching ballet, Eve hears about the bounty and quietly leaves, signaling that the story is far from over. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to hit that like button. And most importantly, make sure you subscribe right now, so you never miss the next movie recap. I've got 6 playlists from different genres, and I add new movies every single month. You can see them right here on the end screen. Hit subscribe first, then pick a playlist, and keep the adventure going.